In this video, I'll be discussing the 4 Fuji lenses that I primarily use and why I believe they are essential for any beginner Fuji user that wants to enhance the quality of their footage. When I started out, I often wondered why anyone would need so many lenses. But as I began to learn more about the different types of lenses available, it became very apparent how each lens can help capture specific elements in a scene or create artistic effects. For example, a wide-angle lens has a shorter focal length and allows you to capture more of the scene in one frame, while a telephoto lens has a much longer focal length and can be used to get closer to the action. There are many opinions about lenses, but they are primarily based on both the user's needs and experience. In this video, I'm going to talk about the features of the lenses that I use and how they can assist in capturing various types of shots. First up is the 18 to 55mm. This is actually a kit lens and was the first Fuji lens that I ever got. Normally a kit lens is a low quality build that typically has a plastic construction and a maximum aperture no wider than f4 or f3. That's not the case with the 18 to 55mm. It has a full frame equivalent of 27 to 84mm, a durable metal construction, and a maximum aperture of f.28, making it suitable for various shooting scenarios. Now, I mainly use this for shooting video, but I will use it for photos from time to time. The video quality is very sharp and creates a real cinematic look when zoomed in at 24 to 35mm. It has an optical built-in image stabilizer that helps minimize camera shake, and a fast autofocus system that lets you capture your desired shot quickly and accurately in run-and-gun situations. One thing that I want to point out is that it's not a constant aperture, so as you zoom in, the aperture is going to change. I don't think this is a deal breaker, but it is worth taking into account. Another thing that I want to point out is that it's not weather resistant. Now, I have used it in light rain without any issues, but I would advise covering it up with either a bag or using an umbrella to avoid any moisture getting in. It has a compact and lightweight design and therefore is really compatible with most gimbals on the market today. Overall, an excellent all-around lens to get started with. Next up is a 10 to 24mm. This is an ultra wide-angle lens that I use for all of my real estate and landscape photography. Now, like most Fuji lenses, it has a durable, solid metal construction and is not too heavy. And even though it does have built-in OIS, it's small enough that it will fit on a gimbal. The autofocus feature is very reliable and doesn't miss that often. Now, what I like about it is that even though it's an ultra wide-angle lens, it doesn't step that far into fisheye territory. There is a bit of barrel distortion at 10mm, which is not really the best for shooting videos, especially if you're filming people. Another limitation is that it does have a maximum aperture of f4, which is fine for shooting in daylight, but can be a little challenging when shooting in poorly lit environments. Now, unlike the 18 to 55mm, the 10 to 24mm is weather resistant, making it suitable for outdoor use in a variety of weather conditions. At the end of the day, it's a great lens to have when you need to capture a lot of area within a limited amount of space. Moving in the other direction is the 50 to 140mm. I got this lens mainly for shooting photos, especially at sports events where I needed a fast telephoto lens that was sharp and reliable. And believe me, this lens does not disappoint. It's perfect for capturing distant and fast-moving objects and is definitely worth the higher price tag of $15.99. The images are very sharp and the autofocus just blows me away. I love the fact that it has a constant f2.8 maximum aperture, which creates a gorgeous bokeh. I've also started using it for video and it definitely creates a very cinematic effect. Like the other lenses, it has built-in OIS and a solid metal construction, but is a lot heavier than the previous 2 lenses, weighing in at over 2 pounds. It's also twice the length at almost 8 inches. The weight coupled with the length is why a mounting foot is included. It does an amazing job in low light environments and is definitely one of the best lenses Fuji offers. Last up is the 16mm prime lens. I use this lens mainly for video because I needed something that would work well in low light and capture a wide field of range without looking distorted. And this lens does not disappoint. With a 24mm full frame equivalent, it's able to capture wide open shots without any barrel distortion. The other unique thing about this lens is that it's really good at capturing small details. It actually has a closer minimum focus distance of 15 centimeters. It works great for both videos and photos. The only drawback, if you want to call it that, is that this is a prime lens, meaning that there is not a zoom function, so if you need to get a close-up, you have to get closer up. And I use this lens for shooting A-roll as well as B-roll. So if you're looking for a wide-angle lens that works really well in low light, I highly recommend the 16mm prime lens. As you can see, having the right lenses can make all the difference in the types of shots that you're able to capture. With these 4 lenses in your camera bag, you can capture a wide range of high quality videos and photos in just about any genre or style. If you've had any experience using the lenses that I just mentioned, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and smash that like button and also hit the subscribe button. My name is Andrew Cooper at andrewcoopervideo.com. I'll see you next time. Take care.